Sydney's great picture palaces could be facing a dark future, and it's got locals worried the city will lose yet more of its historic character, while some theatres are only too happy to make a feature of their past. Let's take a look at Sydney's former cinematic glory in tonight's Flashback. These were the first films ever shown in Sydney, the blockbusters of 1894. In 1 month, 25,000 people watched them at the Kinetoscope Parlour in what's now the Pitt Street Mall, even though the films could only be seen one at a time. Soon movies like The Sentimental Bloke were being projected, and that meant the need for cinemas. By the 1920s, there were 114 movie theatres across Sydney.
It was about where you went to see a movie, not what you went to see.
Australia's most expensive picture palace is still the most spectacular. The State Theatre was opened in 1929, just as the Great Depression hit, making it the last cinema of its kind.
We're certainly the most lavish with our mosaic floors, our scagliola main foyer, our bronze and brass doors, and our chandelier, our 3.5-tonne chandelier in the main auditorium.
The National Trust has described its fittings as remarkable examples of a foolish but bygone and fabulous era.
The Regent on George Street opened in the same era. Even though the city's oldest theatre was declared irreplaceable, the owner wanted it knocked down. The courts said no, but the state government changed the rules. The curtain and the Regent finally came down in 1988. Now another classic theatre could be under a shadow. Once Parramatta's pink picture palace, the Roxy has now shut its doors as the owners discuss its future. While the final scene is yet to be written, one plan is to build a high-rise tower on top of the theatre. Others put history above profit.
The Mike Walsh Show!
Mike Walsh went from a star of the small screen to the star of the big screen in Cremorne after spending a fortune to revive the Orpheum.
It was a painstaking process. Mike actually worked with renowned theatre historian John Love, and they basically went through this arduous process of restoring the place to its former Art Deco glory.
Right down to the live intermission entertainment with a world-class Wurlitzer organ.
You leave the final remaining true picture palace in Sydney.